Hey guys, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new World of Tanks preview video. Today we have the Panhard AML Lynx 6x6 French wheeled vehicle, or wheeled armored vehicle. And before, once again, we go into the stats, we're going to have a read at what Wargaming actually told their Supertester about this vehicle. The French Tier 8 wheeled armored vehicle, the Panhard AML Lynx 6x6, enters closed testing today. We will continue to test new game mechanics and balance settings of the vehicle. A decision will then be made regarding the final mechanics and performance characteristics for the entire mini branch, based on the test results. Damn, my English today. The current build uses a different wheelbase to the previous tested Panhard EBRs, having 3 axes instead of 4. However, it still retains the all-wheel drive from the EBR. The new set of game mechanics for wheeled vehicles will feature on this vehicle, meaning you will have, or this is the first vehicle you encounter in the branch, which will have this new speed mechanic where you have 4 wheels and being much faster, and 3 wheels for being much more precise in movement but slower. The Lynx is armed with a 90mm auto loader with a single shot damage of 240 points. It follows the general concept of wheeled vehicles, fast and maneuverable when in motion but not able to turn when stationary. It also boasts good gun stabilization and concealment, countered by a reduced view range. Depending on the test results, the specs of the Lynx and the game mechanics linked to it may change. Follow the news and good luck on the battlefield. Exactly, subscribe me for more news, kappa. What is weird is that they're talking about a 90mm autoloader, and I think that they mean here an autoloading mechanism, something you encounter on the IS-3A pre-buff or pre-change. Something which means it has an auto-loading mechanic, meaning there is no need for a loader crewman. That is, I think, what they mean, because the stats do not imply anything which is an auto-loader, which we would know, like something like the ELC Even, the Badger 12T, the AMX 3090, and so on and so forth. We know. This tank, or this wheeled vehicle, has a single shot single shot gun. So, when we are already at the stats, I guess it's a good time now to have a look at them. And I would like to compare them to not the Sheridan, but, where is it? The Leichte Kampfpanzer M41 90mm. The German Premium Light. Why exactly? Because they have similar guns, and the gun compares better to this tank than to the HWK-12 or the HWK. It has 920 hit points, which is way below that what the Leichte Kampfpanzer has to give to us. If you think about it, the Leichte Kampfpanzer can easily survive an additional shot of the light tank 432, the new Russian tank, than the AML Lynx does. The armor on both vehicles are ridiculous bad. 13mm on sides, on all over the hull, and 16 and 13mm on the turret. What is interesting though, we do not know yet of if this vehicle, like the parts over here you can see, they kind of look box-like, or something you could open up and store stuff in it, especially over here. You can see that they're like, it doesn't make sense in an engineering point to make it not streamlined. It just looks like boxes which are just welded to the side. Meaning, it could have something like the Sheridan. If you look at the Sheridan, you note that it also has this box-like appearance, making it a little bit bulkier and giving it the good old American look of being fat. Please don't take that as an insult, it's just a little joke. So my guess at the moment could be that, like the XM551 Sheridan, it has this spaced armor which can protect him from HE, which would give him a lot of survivability, which he could definitely need. But again, this is just my prediction. It has an engine with 210 horsepower and, well, you guessed it, it has pretty strong power to weight ratio. Interesting enough, it is only better than the one of the GF, and otherwise it's not that good if you think about it. Most light tanks, if not even, well, most light tanks on tier 8 have better power to weight ratio. Leichte Kampfpanzer is way worse. The Aufklärungspanzer 5 has almost the same. ELC even is again slightly or a lot worse. The HWK12 is a lot better. The Bachatillon is a lot better. Here we have it already. This one we already have. The LT432 is also better. LTTB is better. Walker Bulldog is better. T44 Lightweight is worse, but it has a much better armor. The T92 is better, and the WZ is also better armor and is slightly worse. So the power to weight ratio is actually not that cool. But what is cool is the top speed in rapid mode. Because as you can see right here, it is 82 km per hour forward and backwards. This wheeled vehicle though only has a 58 km per hour top speed forwards and backwards when you are in cruise mode, in a mode with more maneuverability, which is a little bit slow if you think about it. But then again, you have the rapid mode 82 km per hour. That is a lot of kilometers per hour. And it's the fastest you can go on tier 8 as far as I know. The only problem is, in my opinion, so far is this abysmal fuel range. For 310 meters of fuel range. 310, get that. That's nothing. Like, legit. I tried to make an experiment here. Here we have the 82. Why am I taking the 82? Because it has a base of 310 meters of fuel range. So what do? We are going to install coded optics, improve ventilation, give him robotics and arms, which is like kind of the standard skills in the end, and we give him the situational awareness skill, and we get 366 meters of fuel range. That's 40 meters less than the Leichter Kampfpanzer reaches base. That's a lot less. Like, that makes me fear for the tank's survivability and actual fun in being an active scout. I guess Wargaming thinks different from an active scout than I do, because for me an active scout is somebody which runs around, has good fuel range and spots people. I think Wargaming thinks an active scout is just a light tank which is able to circle somebody, but has atrocious fuel range. That's basically what I think Wargaming thinks is a light tank, or an active scout. We can even try to give him the Daubt and get him binos. Safety, I'm going to remove the coded optics because they should not stack apparently. They do not stack. So we get 460 meters of fuel range with binos. Yes. That's not a lot. Like, again, I that's one thing which really makes me sad about these vehicles. Yes, they're fast, and they have this tank right here actually has a decent gun too. The DPM is atrocious, but the penetration 185 is actually better than the one on the M41. The premium penetration is lower with 223, yet it is one of the higher ones of normal tier 8 light tanks. And it has 90mm of HE penetration, which is something only being surpassed by the M4190, which has 102. The RU251 used to also have 102mm of penetration with HE on tier 8, now it has it on tier 9. And 90mm of penetration is still quite the good value, and I would definitely not underestimate it, because now we can make a little bit of calculations right here, which could make it a little bit interesting. Come on, there we go. So we have a reload time of 8.5 seconds, meaning 60 seconds divided by 8.5, giving us 7.05 shots per minute. We can multiply this by 240, giving us a DPM of 1694, which is low. It's the lowest except for the autoloaders, the Bachatillon 12T and the ELC Even 90. Still don't understand why the ELC Even 90 has such bad gun characteristics. Like, come on. It's really bad. It's like the DPM is 1100 or something. This tank 1694, which is bad, but interestingly enough, you can once again divide this by 390. Now I made a mistake. I have to start all over again. Divided by 8.5. Yes, times the 320, giving us a DPM of 2258, which can give us maybe the ability to out DPM something like the M41 90GF. Because right now with 90mm of penetration with HE, you should be able to penetrate almost all scouts except for the LTTB and the WZ, I think. Other than that, on tier 8 you should be able to, okay, and the Aufklärungspanzer 5, but Well, this tank is not in a game yet, to the dismay of a lot of people, including me, but yeah. It should be able to penetrate most enemies, like, without a problem. And this can give it the edge over those vehicles, even though it has lower DPM and even though it has lower hit points amount. That makes this tank actually pretty interesting in my point of view, and it makes it a little bit more skill-based to use, because you can't just go, oh, look at me, I'm just going to use auto-aim and then I will hit tracks and do 90 damage with AG. Damn. Nope, that's not the case. You actually have to think how you are aiming, where you're aiming, and, well, that's interesting to me, at least. 0.4 accuracy is pretty bad, I think. 1.6 aim time is pretty good, on the other hand. And minus 80 degrees gun impression, nothing to cry about. It's good. It could be better with 10, but it's good. Overall, I'm looking forward to this vehicle. Just 310 meters of view range, really wargaming. I know you want to try it as well with the where is it? With the Panhard premium tank. Where is it? There we go. He also has 310 meters of base free range. It's atrocious, like really wargaming. Why? But they want to try. Maybe we will see what is going to happen during the Wargaming Fest. They said they want to introduce, they want to rehaul a lot of rebalancing, but they want to do a general rebalancing of everything. So maybe they're not going to rebalance the Panhard series or the French light tanks, but are going to give all the other tanks less view range to make them not have such a huge gap. 90 meters of view range is a huge gap, especially with bonuses which are percentage based. So yeah, this is my personal opinion, and this is also the Panhard AML Lynx 6x6. What do you think about this vehicle? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.